Hi, my name is Will Benedicts and welcome to another episode of Proctor Car Tips. In today's video, we're going to answer some frequently asked questions about auto financing at car dealerships. Just a side note, in this video, we're going to be going over some of the more general questions that we get about financing. And when I say financing, I'm talking about both lease and purchases. For a more in-depth information, please take a look at our purchase versus lease video, which has a lot of really good information in it. One of the biggest questions we get is, do I need a down payment? The answer is, it depends on your personal credit information, on the car you're purchasing, and the circumstance of the approval. The banks will let us know if you need a down payment or not. Keep this in mind though, the more money you put down, the lower your payments are going to be, the less interest you're going to pay, and chances are you're going to get a better interest rate. So what can I use to make that down payment? Well, there's a lot of different ways you can do it. It can be in the form of a trade, it can be check, it can be cash, it can even be PayPal or a debit card. What type of cars can be financed? Any new car can be financed. Used cars, most banks like to see something no more than 8 years old and with less than 80,000 miles on it. However, cars that are a little bit older than that or have a few more miles than that, we can usually secure some type of short-term financing for you. If you see a car on a dealership's lot, chances are we will be able to find some type of financing for you. Another question we've gotten is auto loan financing the same thing as credit cards? Definitely not. Credit cards are what we call unsecured debt. You're borrowing money against nothing. With an auto loan, you have pledged collateral, the car, against the loan. Another big difference is that credit cards are compound interest. Compound interest means you're paying finance charges on top of the finance charges you've already accrued. Auto loans are straight line simple interest, which means the only finance charges you pay are on the principal balance of your loan. Another question, I don't have any established credit, but I want to finance a car. Great news is you do have some options. Established credit means you have a file with a credit company that says you have borrowed money and repaid it successfully before. If you do not have one of those, the options open to you are a significant amount of money down or to find a qualified cosigner. A qualified cosigner is someone who has had an auto loan or an established credit file. That person is usually a family member, but it can also be someone who is not related to you. Another great question we get is, I want to get the car I want at the best interest rate I can, but I don't want to have my credit pulled 5 or 6 times. Well, I've got great news for you. Federal law says if it's a related transaction within 14 days, it only counts as one pull against your credit. Even if your credit's pulled 5 times, it's no different from being pulled just once. How long does the finance process take? It really depends on the deal and on your personal credit as to how long it can take. We always recommend that you go ahead and send your credit information in beforehand. That way, the finance professional has already figured out the best bank and the best rate for you before you've even set foot in the dealership. Great, you've been approved for your auto loan and you've taken home your car. Now it's time for the monthly payments. Question we get all the time is, how do I make my monthly payments? They can be mailed in to the finance institution, they can be directly debited out of your account, or you can set up for online payment with almost every finance institution that's used for auto loans today. I want to get a new vehicle, but I'm still making payments on my current vehicle. Does not present a problem at all. Simply bring your vehicle in, we'll get a value for it, we'll find out what you owe on it, and then we'll move forward with your new loan. Another question we get is, what happens at the end of my financing term? Well, congratulations, you own a car and you have no more payments to make. Depending on what institution you have for your loan, you'll either get a title in the mail or an electronic title, meaning that you own it outright free and clear. Thank you for watching this episode of Proctor Car Tips. For a more in-depth look, please look at our videos on APR and financing and our leasing series. I'm Will Benedicts. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below or click subscribe for more Proctor Car Tips.